Welcome back to Aiki-Fit Life. I'm your host, Kevin. Today we are going to be looking at how recoil helps facilitate Aikido technique. A lot of basic training is done where we just punch and leave it out so that the beginner can learn where the technique is, but today we're going to be looking at how the recoil actually helps make the technique work. So basic Shihonage is what we're going to look at first. Basic Shihonage, when James punches, when we're setting up a beginner class, he punches and leaves his hand here. But we want to be close enough so that when he hits, if I don't move, he'll hit me. So as he punches in, if I don't move, he's close enough to hit me. So what I want to do for a basic beginner Shihonage, as he's punching, I want to move, bring this down in front of me, open him this way, step in, slide through, and cut him down. So that is a basic beginner Shihonage. Okay? So I'm cutting over here, coming through, and cutting him down. What I want to look at today is what makes that work and how that works in a faster paced, more realistic setting. So for Shihonage, when he punches it, instead of just bringing my hand up and trying to bring it down, what helps me or what makes it work is me stepping off at this angle so that he can no longer reach me. I'm at an angle toward him that will pull him off balance this direction. And I'm not doing that by waving my hands around. I'm stepping. So as he's punching, I'm stepping at the angle. This is extremely important. So when he's punching, I am cutting this down. I'm not waving my hand in a circle this way. It seems to make a circle to the attacker, but it is because my body is turning. My center is moving. I'm raising and cutting straight down. Well, diagonally. I'm raising, boom, and as I turn, I'm cutting down. What I want to illustrate here is in Aikido, we always want to control our center, the center of the technique, okay? I never want things to be outside me or behind me. I want to control this space in front of me. So as he strikes in just a regular Shihonage strike, I'm simply going to raise up my center, which will deflect him because of my angle. I am not trying to stop his oncoming attack. If he comes up and I stop it, well then now I have to start it again. I want to use his momentum. So as he's coming up, I just want to deflect it so that I'm still on center. If he's punching, I'm still coming up through the center, my center, which will deflect him off of me because of my angle. I want to couple that with my feet. So I'm going to ask him to cut and then just hold it there. So once I get here at this angle, I am stepping at the same time, but as I step, my angle is changing in relative to his angle. So I want, as he strikes, to move. I don't want to push my hand to the outside. So as he comes in, I'm raising it and cutting it down at this angle so that now I have the better angle. When someone is actually striking, they do not cut and just leave their hand. If we're doing a Shihonage cut, we cut and bring it back up to get another one, right? We're going to cut and bring it back. If you're punching, you're going to bring your hand back. Nobody is going to attack and just leave it here. So, when we train with beginners, he's going to do a Shihonage, With beginners, we just leave it out because beginners don't know what they're doing to begin with, and we have to take it step by step. But as we advance, what I want to look at now is the recoil. So as he cuts down at me, he's going to bring his hand back. So it's not out here for me to get. So if he's cutting in at me, and I miss his hand, it doesn't matter. I'm offline, he didn't hit me. That's what I want to do, is not be hit to begin with. So as he comes in, I want to cut it down as he's cutting. So the recoil, let's just look at the recoil angle. So step in and punch, but leave your hand here. So he's stepping in and punching. So we've already looked at, as I cut it down and step, it's pulling him off balance. So just from this angle here, if he now pulls his arm back, it brings him to me because of our feet. So because of our feet position, when he punches, we are now equal. If he recoils, whoever is stronger is going to pull the other. Whoever has more heft, right? But when I change angles as he punches, when he recoils at this angle, he's going to pull himself off balance because of the angles of our feet. So I'm very strong at this angle, but for this angle, for him, this is a very weak angle for him to pull against. So as he pulls, it's going to pull him toward me instead of me off balance. So as he punches, I want to cut him down, and then as he recoils, I want to step in and raise it up and come under and cut him down. From a punch, when he punches, he's going to recoil his hand, which makes it more difficult to pick up. So as he steps in and punches, even though I move, my hand is up here and his hand is back, which means this one's going to come in, this one's going to come in, pow, 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 right? So my timing here is important, but my feet angle is also very important. So as he punches in, his recoil brings him to me and off balance. So he's punching and I'm cutting, and it really throws his balance because he's pulling his arm back, which brings him to me. When he is punching, I am going to move through for Shihonage on his recoil. So as he's punching here, I'm catching it, and as he recoils, I come under. So to break it down slowly, he's going to punch. On his recoil, I'm moving through here. And then I come under and cut him down. So for the other side, I cut and cut him down. And I want to go, punch and just leave your hand out. So when he punches, I want to go under here at this angle. Change sides. So I want to cut under at this angle, right under his shoulder. Right under his shoulder. So when I'm stepping through, I'm attacking this angle here. So I step out and I'm coming under right at his balance point on his shoulder, so that I have position. With the ocean wave that we use in our logo here, the ocean wave is very circular. It's round, right? So if he's cutting at Shihonage, the top half of this movement right here, this is the top part of the wave that's above the surface of the water. I don't want to get hit with this. This is difficult to fight. If you stand up and try to stop a wave, it's going to knock you down. If you're in the ocean, however, and a wave is rolling in, what you want to do with the wave is dive under the wave. The wave is rolling in a circle. Half of it is above the surface, half of it is below the surface. If you try to fight the part above the surface, it's going to knock you down. If you dive under the wave, it will help bring you right back up. It will roll you up the direction that you want. So as he's cutting in with this Shihonage, I don't want to fight this part. I want to get out of its way. So as it's coming in, I want to get out of its way, and then I want to dive under the wave and come back up on the other side. So picture the angles, but use the recoil as diving under the wave. So he's coming in, and I'm coming under the wave. So today we talked about the ocean wave being circular, fighting the power and using the bottom part of the wave to go under and help you go under. We talked about controlling the center. We talked about getting out of the way and rolling with the wave to make the recoil of the attacker work for us and not against us. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the video on Shihonage and how to use recoil to your advantage. I'd like to thank James for coming out and helping. Thank you, James. And please tell all of your friends to subscribe to Aiki-Fit Life, and have a nice day.